want to thank the organizers for inviting me to share with you this topic on University 2.0. I just want to start off by asking the question or raising the question as to why we are doing what we did. That's a very important question. Why are we going to e-learning? Why are we doing it this way or the other way? And those questions are important because in the course of implementing your plans, these questions will come out again and again as to why you're doing what you're doing. Right? So it's important for us that before we start on the journey, we ask this question, why? The answer is because it's changed. I think this morning in the opening address, the speaker talked about the world is changing. It's changing very, very fast. And what we try to do is to understand what is happening, what are the changes, and how as a university we can respond to them. And that's because the university plays a very important role in providing expertise, training, and capability development for our graduates so that when they go to work, they can also help to enhance the change that will create wealth and also advance the economy. The kind of changes that we face can be grouped into three domains: demography, technology, and globalization. Because of time, I'll just talk about the first one, demography. Demography refers to the profile of our students who are now on our campuses. For those of us who are familiar with anthropology, we know that in today's society, there are different groups of people. These groups were defined because of the consumer behavior. So for example, we have the people, what we call the traditionalists, the baby boomer, Gen X, and Gen Y. Right, for the purpose of discussion, we'll just look at the large group because today they are our students on campus. And so when we talk about learning, about teaching, about education, that's a group of people that we want to focus on. Now that's important because many of us who have been in the university for a long time, we belong to the Gen X or baby boomer. And some of our senior staff are traditionalists. Right? And because of this, if you do not understand who are these Gen Y people, we may be providing a solution that does not match their preferences in the way they learn, in the way they interact, in the way they think. As the earlier speaker showed you the YouTube by Ken Robinson, that was the problem. Today's education is modeled after the factory, producing students based on the curriculum. But today, our students are very, very different. And I think it's important, not just for the teachers, for typically Gen X and baby boomer, teaching the students, but also the senior management to realize that our students are different, and hence, there's the need to respond to them. So what will happen if you do not do that? Well, your students will find that what you do is not relevant, or you become more uncompetitive, which means that they will go to other campuses or other institutions for their studies. Let's look into this group a bit more. Who they are and what are their preferences and what are their behavior. We know that today, based on many studies that's been done about the Gen Y, they're very tech savvy. They are cosmopolitan, meaning that what they do can be influenced easily by the peer group. Right? We've seen, for example, in the Middle East, the Arab Spring, how society or communities are influenced by each other. They also have a short attention span. Right? If something takes too long, they go to somewhere else. They're also very achievement-oriented. They like to be recognized. They also want feedback. Okay? They want feedback. They want to know what people think of them. And that's why tools like Facebook, blogs, wikis are very, very popular. Because as the students share something, they want to know what other people think. They're also very team-oriented. They like to work as groups. There's a strong sense of loyalty and commitment. Right? In fact, this generation of young people, they are not so selfish, but they like to do things as a group, which is again why online games are so popular. They rather play online games than watch television.